Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Cam Walker, and today we're talking about the cheapest way to get started on YouTube in 2020. What equipment do I need? And that's like a big question. Should you spend a lot of money or should you spend just a little bit and test the water, see what's going on? But let me tell you guys this. This video is going to be very informative so you don't waste your money, your time, or any of that. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on when I drop one of my latest videos. If you are wanting to grow your channel or your business or whatever you're looking for to do, make sure you subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss out on any of my latest videos. So let's get right into this episode. What equipment should you use? And so there's a lot of ways we could go with this episode, but I'm just going to show you guys what I use as far as like the cheap versions of everything. And everything I'm using today, I'm using in this video. I'm recording on volume, lights, and we're just going to start at the basics. You don't need any of this stuff, but I highly recommend you get some of this stuff. The first thing I would recommend is you start using your phone. And so I can't show you guys my phone right now, but that's all I use as of right now. Eventually you want to move up to some Canons, but we'll talk about that in later videos. Once you get a subscriber base going, once you get some income coming in, then you can upgrade. But as far as your phone goes, whether you have Android, iPhone, you can compare the two. iPhone is a lot easier and a lot more compatible with what I use. So if you're used to using Androids and PCs, go with that. But if you have a MacBook or iMac, then stick with iPhone and continue using that. But that's all I'm recording on right now is my little iPhone. What is it? I think I have the 8 or 9. It's not even the latest one, so it's been a while since I've upgraded my phone. So to be aware with you guys, all you need for your camera is your iPhone. So that's like the first point here. Use your iPhone, use what you have on hand. If you have a nice camera, go ahead and use that. Second thing is you can use your laptop or a nice webcam, but here is what I found. I bought a nice $400 webcam. I thought it was the end all be all. I found out that I get just as good quality on my iPhone that I do on my camera. So, or that I did on that webcam. So I highly recommend do not go spending a lot of product on webcams unless you're getting like a Canon or something like that. It's not really worth it. I ended up actually selling that webcam and using my iPhone to this. You're going to need something to edit with. So we already had, and this goes into use what you have. I already had a MacBook, and it's actually what I'm using to record on right now. But I'll show you guys my recording device here in a second, but I have my recording and going into my computer, and it is live right now. But I have a MacBook that I'm using to record on. I also have an iMac that I can edit on as well. So I'll talk about those things. I'll talk about those things in a second. So, do you need a MacBook or an iMac to edit on? Absolutely not. I started on my phone. I'm trying to think what I used on my phone to edit with. I can't remember, but there's a bunch of free programs. Do you really need a MacBook or an iMac to edit on? No. I started editing on my phone, bought an iMac, and then we needed a computer for my wife's school, and now I exclusively edit on the MacBook. And sometimes I edit on the iMac. It makes it a little bit easier because you want to eventually get into Photoshop and you want to get into Premiere Pro because it makes things so much easier. But get a laptop if you have the money, or if you have, or if somebody has one. It doesn't take too long to do Photoshop and Premiere. I would say it probably takes an hour or two out of my day for each video that I produce, but it's definitely worth it. And so now let's talk about recording, and this is like a huge thing. So in review right now, we got a couple of things to talk about. Your phone, it's free if you are already paying for it. Editing is free. You can do that on your phone. If you already have a MacBook or use somebody else's MacBook to edit on it. So free, we're at free right now. The only thing I recommend spending money on right now is this guy. It's this guy right here. And you can place this anywhere you want to. I think it's gonna make a little bit of noise. I'll try not to. Try to take it out. Try to be careful. Trying to be as careful as possible without messing up, because this thing is very sensitive when you're touching around here. but this is called the Rode Go mic. I've had a Yeti. I've had something else. I can't remember what I had. I probably spent $500 on different equipment. This is about $200 to $300. I'm not linking anything below. I'm not putting any affiliate links down below. I'm using all this stuff personally. I think these are sold out, but try to find them. You know, go to the Rode website and find it. You do not need the lapel mic. You will need, look up videos on how to attach it to your MacBook. You're going to need a cord, different cord, but like look up how to attach these things, and there's plenty of videos on it. Get the lapel mic as well though, and this I think is going to run you $200 to $300. Highly recommend this. You can take this anywhere. Range on this is amazing. It can go between walls. It still picks you up. And like I said, this is all I use nowadays. And I know I can improve. You can definitely improve from this. Like you can improve from $1,000 to $2,000. Let me clip this back on. But you can definitely, and yeah, it just sits right there. You can definitely improve sound and volume to, you know, spend $1,000, $2,000. But if you think this sounds good enough for you, then it's good enough for most people. It's not going to bother people that aren't professional. Don't get all worn out about that. It's not that crazy. And so definitely work on your sound. If you're using the sound off of your iPhone, it's going to kill your videos. It just doesn't sound well. I'm recording off my iPhone and I'm going to send it to Premiere Pro, and I'm gonna transfer the file with the sound from my laptop onto Premiere Pro, and then I'm going to cut out the sound from my iPhone and keep the sound from the Rode mic. And that's how I do it every time. It just sounds a lot better than from your iPhone. But if you don't have the money for it, then hey, go with what you have, use free. This is the only thing I recommend spending money on. And lighting sometimes can be difficult. Like today, it is very muggy outside and it's rainy here in Japan. That's where we're at. So I do have a light that I use. It's a halo light. I think it runs around $100. You can get it cheaper than that, but let me show you my halo light real quick. And that might be a little bit bright. And yeah, you could do more with lighting, but like I said, we're starting off with the basics. We have a one light right now. You can get into buying Elgato lights that attach to your desk, and you have two of them. You can have, you know, really big overhead lights, but those are the basic things that you need to get started. And don't let this stuff discourage you each month instead of going out to eat, because there's a time when we didn't have money to purchase any of this stuff. We stopped eating out. We stopped doing activities, and it sucks for a while. We don't have to do that stuff anymore because I am making money on different channels and different revenues. So it's like, it takes time. It takes 9 months to a year, but be patient with it. I think the last thing I would mention is if you're really invested in this, which I was at the time, I probably a couple months in invested in Premiere Pro and Photoshop. So if you're a student, or find somebody that's a student, and my wife's been a student for like the last 7 years, or actually it's been like 5 years, okay, it'll be 5 years when it's all said and done. I'm able to use her discount code to get Premiere and Photoshop, and I pay, I think it's like $30 a month for both of those. And you get access to Lightroom and some other things that you can use to help with your videos. But Premiere and Photoshop's all you really need. It's not all you really, I mean, it is it. Like, Photoshop for your thumbnails, Premiere Pro for editing your videos. And if you're producing a mass amount of videos, you're gonna want Photoshop, you're gonna want Premiere. So I highly recommend getting that. And so that is $30 a month, but that is if you're committed to making YouTube videos. So $100 for the light, it's $100. $30 for Adobe and Photoshop, that's $130. And then we have what, $200 for the Rode mic. So you're looking at a $330 to $400 investment. And within the first year and a half, I had made all that back through monetization on on all my channels. I've made that back within a year and a half. And so it's a small investment that will help continue to grow your channel. And you can use this stuff when you're at 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers. I mean, I assume at that point you're going to want to upgrade, and we're going to upgrade all this stuff here soon. But if you're enjoying these videos, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below other videos you would like to see from me. Share this video with your friends. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, guys, I'm here to help you improve your channel, improve your life, your quality of life. So stay tuned for my next video on Monday. Peace, guys.